So I've just found this work what I did some years ago, what I started, and I noticed that I hadn't finished it. I hadn't coloured a lot of this in, and I don't think I've got any of that colour left. This is my this is my little pastel box tin. And you can see there's no colours left in there, which reminds me I'm going to have to get some new pastels. So it's good that I found it. So I have found bits that I may use. I think the yellow might be a bit too bright. Found a little bit of this, obviously what I've worked in there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight onto her hair. Now this was, what inspired me to do this? I think it was looking at Van Gogh's Sorrow painting at work. And I think it was something like the second drawing he'd done, drawing. And it was at that prostitute that he took in that time. I think he'd only been drawing a few years, or sketching, whatever, a couple of years. I know it was one of his early works. I'm not sure how early. I'll just bring some light into that now. It's not really working. Some light onto that. I think I need some new chalks. But you can see that's worked. Just bring a few more highlights up there. I found a frame for it actually. That's why I'm just doing a bit of work on it now. So, yeah, so I found a frame the other day. When I'd been framing my goddesses up, I'd bought too many. And there's a black one spare. So I'm going to be placing it into the black frame. Now I've just found this behind the piano. She'd fallen down behind the piano. So I'm not going to spray her with anything. I think Van Gogh had a relationship with her, I'm not sure. Let's put a bit of darkness on there just to give it a bit of structure, texture. That's better. Just inside some marks on this rock here. I think it's a rock. Not sure what it is. Right, I'll put some detail behind the foot there. Not detail. Shading. Let's colour that leg in a bit. So it's good that, you know, a few years on you find things. That's a foot. I nearly coloured a foot in there. You find things and then it makes you start reworking them. I like to bring the viewer into the work sometimes, and so this is the final, even though I started it a few years ago, this is the final part of the work now. So I must have been busy when I was doing this, because I'd obviously left it and not finished it, and I can see where now it needed to be finished. So you can see the breast just sticking out there. Yeah, so Van Gogh did this. She was a destitute prostitute. She was pregnant or something like that. And I think he moved in with her for a time, or she moved in. He allowed her to move in with him, something like that. I think the title was Sorrow. I don't know. I'm going to just put a black line here. What Van Gogh was like for his black lines. It reminds me of Platos Cave, actually. That's what it reminded me of, and I think at the time I was helping my son with his university assignments. And I think we was doing some work on Platos Cave. I think I'd seen this, and I thought, obviously it was in my mind at the time. Just colour that in a bit up there. Look at that, I have wrecked the goddess frames now. Never mind. It will clean. Right, I'm happy with that. Oh God, it's gone on for 8 minutes. Let's just sign it.